Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I am Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively, we are the three most realistic AI-generated Office Blokes you've ever seen.
Well, two of us are, and Mike.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
They overdid it with Mike, didn't they, a little bit? Can't believe
Aged him too much.
people have now figured out that ChatGPT is the Office Blokes. We're not actually real people, are we? There you go. That's all I've got to say about that. The 26 most realistic tattoos you've ever seen.
Some great tattoos
out
out there, isn't they?
Like the levels of artistry now are just next level, aren't they?
Yeah, it's gone right up.
I do think that some of these ones, when they're fresh, look insane, and then they settle into the skin a little bit. They go a bit dull.
Yeah.
That's normal though.
Yeah.
That is what they do. But a lot of them, if they've just been done and then they've sprayed and they're wipes and there's a bit of Vaseline on them and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you've got really beautiful artwork like that, just Vaseline yourself up before you leave the house every day, and you look great. Yeah, that's some advice from Office Bloke Dave there.
There you
go.
26 most realistic tattoos you've ever seen. Let's do it.
Hello everyone. Cracks in the skull, 3D flowers, embroidery. All these things can appear on a person's body thanks to a tattoo machine, special ink, and a skillful artist. In today's compilation, we've collected the best of the best. Watch the video to the end to see the most realistic and mind-blowing tattoos ever. Let's get it on. You can't surprise anyone with embroidery on your clothes anymore. But you can make a tattoo in this style to stand
really
out.
like that.
This unique style was invented by a Brazilian master named Duda Lozano. For many years, he made the ordinary coloured tattoos, until one day he came up with an idea of embroidery. And since then, clients from all over the world come to his salon. The secret of his masterpieces is in the signature hatchwork and work with chiaroscuro. There is a
I bet that takes absolutely ages, that embroidery stuff.
I bet it does.
Look great though.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
theory that says that tattoos like this are done by medical students in order to quickly learn human anatomy. Well, the idea is actually quite good. The only problem is that students who have them won't be hired anywhere. What are you ready to do for your idol? In any case, it'll obviously be difficult to outdo this guy. To show his endless respect to Michael Jordan, a fan from Venezuela tattooed the silhouette of his shirt on his body. Well, he will have to save up enough to afford filling it in with black ink.
Is that cool or is it weird?
Weird. Yeah, it's a hell of a tattoo and it's huge, isn't it?
I'm definitely not judging because I'm covered in tattoos, and some of them people would say, "Why have you got that? That's weird." Each to their own.
Yeah, of course it is.
But it's kind of, but specifically because it's Jordan. I think if it was just a basketball vest, it's kind of cool. But when it becomes too personal for a person, it's getting into like portrait of someone's face territory, isn't it?
Yeah,
especially if anything happens in the future. Like if
turns out to be
a word we're not allowed to say.
It ain't going to happen, but I know what you mean.
Yeah,
it's
exactly
him or
what I mean.
any other star.
Yeah,
things can go badly wrong pretty quickly, can't they, with film stars?
Like Adam Johnson on the back of your shirt. You know what I mean? For example.
I wonder how many people have got Lost Prophets tattoos.
Who are they?
The Welsh band, the Lost Prophets.
They
were absolutely humongous. It's the one where the vocalist was one of them.
Yeah,
who went to prison. Ian Watkins.
That's right.
Dude,
so there'll be loads. Like people will have his autograph tattooed on them. I guarantee it.
Whoa. Fortunately, this time we can say for sure that your eyes are deceiving you. This client's arm is fine. His tattoo artist just uses hyper-realistic style. Though the piece of skin that the hook is seemingly piercing is a real scar, which the guy decided to disguise with a tattoo. Another wizard of hyper-realism from Poland will make you question your vision. Seems like these cubes are about to start moving, like in Tetris. You might think this dude just walks around with stickers on his body, but no, you definitely can't peel off such a sticker, no matter how hard you try. In order to create such realistic images, Master Luc Cormier from Sydney, Canada works with shadows, and his skills are on par with the artists of the Renaissance. Those who walk past this guy to their seats in the cinema probably feel uncomfortable, especially if in a couple of minutes the screen starts showing a movie about some monsters from the underworld. By the way, that's a very nice spot for a tattoo. If you get bored of it, you can just grow your hair back and move on. This will not work with this tattoo though. However, you probably can't get tired of a cool tattoo like this. By the way, such tattoos are usually made in several steps, between which you need to wait some time until your skin heals. Tattooing one hand sometimes takes a whole year, or even longer. We know the colour of the praying mantis always matches the area where it lives. Turns out that this works even if the insect isn't real. Take a look at the t-shirt of the owner of this tattoo. It all fits. In modern tattoo art, there is an amazing style called 3D hyperrealism. And no, in order to see the works you don't need to wear any special glasses, though the tattoos of the masters of this style look so real that you might get dizzy just by looking at them. And if you toss in the mystical theme of black magic and the apocalypse, you get the image that any die-hard metalhead would dream of. The fastest age test ever.
So much of it is just white accents in there that are adding that.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
That extra bit of realism. If you look at that, there's just loads of little white touches been put in there.
Yeah,
just creates a bit of shade. Yeah, a bit of light and shade in there.
I wonder if the next clip's on the back of the hand, back of the arm.
Some of these are unbelievable.
Turns it on there.
Yeah. Should do that. Inside, open.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just making some up.
You don't get arm crease hair, do you? Just like one little bit of fluff in the middle. It'd be better on an armpit.
You're thinking about it too much.
I'm thinking about it too much. Yeah, I'm distracted. I mean, some serious money being spent here as well. You look at that
show. It's got to cost thousands, some of them, I would guess.
Cheaper than shirt every year.
That's true, yeah. I think I've probably spent about 4 or 5 grand, something like that, on all mine. And if you think about getting your whole back done as well, legs, into like 10s, 20 grand.
A lot of money in it.
Easy,
a lot of money.
If you just see a blonde girl sitting on a chair in this tattoo, then you're definitely a zoomer. If you see Sharon Stone and the iconic scene from Basic Instinct, you probably already know what back pain and crunchy knees are. Did we guess right? Obviously nothing will slip past this guy. He is, as they say, all eyes, especially in summer when you can wear shirts with short sleeves. There is no doubt that the hearts of all Hayao Miyazaki's fans skipped a beat right now. The love for his Howl's Moving Castle could hardly have been captured in a more touching way. This ramen looks so real that it seems like you can even smell it. It must not be easy for a guy who lives with such a tattoo. After all, every time he lowers his gaze, he immediately feels hungry. With a tattoo like this, one's life gets quite convenient. You can just tell all your relatives you have a regular sticker on your skin. That's all.
Should be a fillet of fish, not a burger.
You can't really spot the difference anyway. Well, the cutest thing you'll see today is a tattoo that almost everyone wants, even those who've never seen Star Wars or The Mandalorian. This dude doesn't need to go to museums. He already collected a whole bunch of works of art on his arm.
Wow.
Do you think this tattoo is just being lit by a special blue lamp? But why then don't we see it on other areas of the skin? Because there's no lighting here. It's just that the master managed to create the light effect with the help of a tattoo machine and ink. Wait, are these gems also not real? Seems like tattoo artists can do anything. By the way, an interesting fact, red is the only colour that is almost impossible to completely erase with a laser. Although, who would ever want to erase such a masterpiece? Nope. This is not a tattoo the master decided to film against the closed blinds for some reason. This is the shade from the blinds, which the master created on the tattoo itself.
Mint that.
Are you also trying to get your drawer off the floor right now? It's just that his tattoo artist is a damn genius of optical illusions.
I think that's the craziest so far, isn't it? It really does look real.
Man.
I don't get it though.
Yeah, why would you?
That might be
way to his heart.
Have you seen the movie Donnie Darko?
A long time ago.
They have these kind of trails coming from around the chest, heart area, don't they? I've not watched it for years, but it might be something to do with that, maybe. Yeah,
that's weird, that, doesn't it?
I've not
really odd.
Yeah, they're not. So I love the artwork, though. It's just it's crazy.
No, it's good the way to do it.
It really is.
Yeah.
Creeping me out, that one, mate.
Seems like this is an ordinary tattoo. Why did it even make it to our selection? Here's why. As soon as you take a special plate with parallel black lines, the image immediately starts moving. This cryptic technique is called a parallax barrier. It is bothersome, of course, to carry this small device with you all the time.
Say no, you have to keep it in your wallet, wouldn't you?
Stood in the pub with like that in your hand and a pint. Right, watch this.
Yeah, someone please talk to me. Ask me if you're there at the bar.
Yeah, that's a weird tattoo. Wait.
Hold on a minute.
Hold that a minute. Yeah. Slide that over that.
Waiting your whole life for that moment.
But at parties, friends would definitely be delighted to see this trick.
They wouldn't.
It got old very quick.
We honestly tried to count how many fingers this hyper-realistic tattoo shows, but we gave up. Maybe you can do it?
I've done it.
Wow.
This guy apparently really wanted a cool tattoo, since he decided to place it right under his arm.
That hurt.
Yeah.
That'd be a bit tender, wouldn't it?
Painful, that.
I know a couple of people that have got full armpits done, and they said it's by far the most painful thing they've ever done.
Yeah.
I've gone up to about sort of there-ish, and it starts getting really, really bizarre. The closer to your armpit.
The back of my arm here as well, that was like painful.
You get into that tender area, it's bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, this place is considered one of the most painful spots for a tattoo. The inside of the elbow could probably be the most painful one, but this is not confirmed. The guy with
inside of the elbow is not the most. I used to think it
like
would
it's
be
a scratch, isn't it? Sort of like that.
Yeah.
It's like a scratch, like a constant like niggle.
Because I've got both, like loads of it right over the actual crease.
Yeah, it's more of an irritant than anything, isn't it?
It's not nice.
Yeah.
But I used to think it'd be absolute agony, and I've heard of like apparently knuckles and places where there's not a lot of meat are supposed to be really bad.
Yeah, feet are bad as well.
It's different for different people, though, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah.
Tiny bonds like that.
I mean, come on.
this tattoo needs to be more careful. There are probably well-wishers who always try to slap him on the head out of fright.
Blockhead.
Yeah.
Remember the ghosts of drowned sailors from the 5th part of the Jack Sparrow saga? Makeup artists spent hours drawing cracks on their skin to make them look convincing. Well, they could just get tattoos and not break a sweat. These guys did just that, and don't regret anything. It's hard to imagine how many times a day the guy with this tattoo hears jokes like, "Oh, you've got something in your eye," or "Your third eye has opened." But he knew what he was getting into. You've probably noticed that glasses for watching 3D movies in the cinema are made of lenses of 2 colours, red and blue. This method of image separation is called anaglyph. Apparently, this tattoo artist was inspired by it.
Wow.
We wonder what will happen if you look at this creation with the glasses on. Imagine the life of the partner of this girl who wakes up in the morning and sees such a tattoo in front of them, especially if right before that they saw a dream where they were sailing on a ship. Jesse Ricks from New Hampshire, USA is one of the most renowned 3D geometric tattoo artists. He adds unusual volumetric elements like polygons and cubes to his monumental works. Just look at how they move when the person starts breathing. There is one thing though. If the owner of such a tattoo gains a dozen or 2 extra pounds, the image can acquire a completely new look. In recent years, a new trend has been gaining momentum in the world of tattooing. White ink tattoos. Interestingly enough, fresh tattoos in this style actually look white, but in a month or 2 they turn pale, as by the way any other tattoos do, and become more like scars. However, many people love it, and they feel that they're more aesthetically pleasing than the rough black outlines of classic tattoos. Working out in the gym next to the guys with such tattoos can be dangerous. You can get carried away by the sight of the piranha that opens its mouth and then accidentally drops the barbell. Somebody give a prize to the guy who came up with such a simple yet clever idea.
Hey, stop being lazy, it's time to use that brain of yours. Welcome to Brain Time.
Some great ones there.
Interesting. There's some skill involved there, isn't there? I mean, some of the artistry there is absolutely incredible. It really is.
Yeah, it's mesmerising to watch as well, isn't it, some of them.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them white tattoos. And at first time I saw one, I thought it was a scar.
Yeah.
I've never even knew anything about them.
Someone stood next to me and I was like looking at it and I was like, is that the way they've done that scar?
Yeah.
A bit weird.
I've got white ink there that's been, because white ink, a lot of people say doesn't last, really, and that's almost 20 years old.
Yeah, I've got a lot of white ink on there. See these? There. It's all white.
Yeah, it's common, isn't it?
Especially on these as well. It's all like shaded in white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like 20 years.
Yeah.
That stuff, and you can still see it.
Yeah.
They're a bit too subtle for me, white tattoos, though. I like a bit...
Yeah.
I like thick line work and
cool.
yeah.
So it's just a trend, isn't it? I suppose at the moment people trying a few different things, but
there are proper trends that come and go, like tribal in the 90s.
Yeah, it was
huge,
wasn't it? Yeah.
Now for women getting the like the mandalas and the sort of dot work, that sort of thing, the geometric shapes and things, that's become huge. But I think that's going to be on everyone, and in a few years' time, that'll be the one that's.
I suppose like any sort of thing, you know, I suppose fashions in tattoos can come and go, can't they? You have your mainstream or, you know, individual ones that you want that yourselves, like you guys have had, but then I suppose there's ones where a lot of people are having them sort of like certain, like say like the white ones now. I mean, I've never heard of them, but obviously it's a bit of a new phase that's coming in. But
it's been in a while.
But yeah,
it has,
yeah.
There used to be ultraviolet ones that people used to get as well, which UV light will show up.
So you have to take a lamp round with you and a black card with stripes on it.
or go to a club. But allegedly, I mean, I was told this a couple of years ago, but a lot of the chemicals used in tattoo ink have been banned by the EU now.
Oh yeah.
In colour ink specifically.
Oh yeah.
So there was a big debate on whether or not colour tattoos are essentially going to be banned by default because they banned some of the ingredients in the ink. And then they were looking at alternatives, but I don't think they found very good viable alternatives that are a good price.
Yeah.
So the speculation was in the EU you wouldn't be able to get coloured tattoos for a couple of years until they figure it out.
Wow.
So I don't know what the update on that is. I presume people are still getting them.
I'm not booked in, but Gaynor bought me one for my birthday last year and I've not been.
Oh really?
And the guy's like, when are you coming? I'm like, I don't know. I know what I need. I know I'm going for a similar sort of thing what I've got here to complete the sleeve.
Yeah.
But it's like I just can't be arsed.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
For me, it's more I can't be arsed spending the money at the moment. I've got loads of ideas. I need to find a new artist for one of my ideas because I want really like nice grayscale sort of portrait work on one of my legs, which my guy's great that I go to.
Does that.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to, I want it to be, even if I pay a lot more for it, I want it to be spot on and exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I'll tell you about it.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, nice one. Good
stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Do that as well. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.